Deep within the bustling heart of Antananarivo, the capital of Madagascar, lies a stark contrast to the city's vibrant life. The formidable and weathered walls of Antananarivo Prison. Known as one of the world's toughest correctional facilities, it was built to hold 800 people. But today, it houses thousands in conditions that defy human dignity. As the heavy iron gates creak open, the sunlight fades, giving way to a world defined by shadows, overcrowding, and a constant struggle for survival. Stepping inside, the air becomes thick and heavy. The sheer scale of the overcrowding is immediate and overwhelming, a sea of humanity squeezed into every available inch. In cells designed for a few dozen, hundreds of men are forced to sleep in shifts or huddled together, the concept of personal space having long since vanished. The infrastructure is crumbling under the weight of its inhabitants. Damp walls and leaking pipes create a breeding ground for disease and despair. Sanitation is almost non-existent. In the dark corners of the facility, cockroaches scurry through the shadows, emblematic of the harsh environment these men endure daily. But the physical conditions are only half the battle. The psychological toll of living in such proximity, with no privacy and constant noise, weighs heavily on every soul here. Hunger is a constant companion. In Antananarivo, the state provides only one meal a day, a simple portion of boiled cassava, barely enough to sustain life. For many, this meager bowl is their only hope against malnutrition. Without help from families on the outside, survival becomes a desperate, day-to-day challenge. In the central courtyard, inmates gather under the relentless sun. Here, the lack of space is most visible, as the yard is filled to capacity with those seeking a breath of fresh air. The air in the yard is thick with heat and the sound of thousands of voices. There is nowhere to run, nowhere to hide from the reality of their incarceration. Health issues spread quickly in these conditions. Malnutrition and poor hygiene lead to a variety of ailments that the prison's limited medical facilities struggle to treat. As the afternoon wanes, the guards maintain a watchful eye from the elevated catwalks. Their presence is a reminder of the order that must be kept in such a volatile environment. The story of Antananarivo is not just one of crime and punishment, but of the systemic failures that lead to such extreme overcrowding and human suffering. Many here are awaiting trial, caught in a legal backlog that keeps them behind bars for years, if they ever see a judge. As the sun begins to set over the prison walls, a somber quiet falls over the blocks. The day's heat lingers, and the reality of another night in these conditions sets in. The guard looks over the overcrowded blocks, a silent witness to the cycle of incarceration that seems to have no end in sight for so many. Antananarivo remains a stark reminder of the global struggle for human rights and the urgent need for reform in justice systems that forget the dignity of those they hold. Behind these bars, the harsh reality of survival continues, a testament to the resilience of the human spirit, even in the darkest of places.